इस शर्ट का ये जो सितारा है, इसका ये जो प्राउड फील करता हूँ इसको पहन के, और इसका जो एक कहते हैं, मैं एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकता। जो मेरा ड्रीम था वो पूरा हुआ। और जो बचपन से जो मैंने स्टार्ट किया था जिस चीज़ के लिए, उस चीज़ को मैंने आज पहना हुआ है, तो काफ़ी प्राउड फील करता हूँ।
He's unbelievable. Babar is incredibly hungry. First of all, there's a quest to be the best. You see him batting, and even if he hits a false shot when he's batting, his body language gives it away. He's a perfectionist. He's an artist. He's a surgeon when he goes out there and bats. And I just want to see him turn all those good innings into match-winning performances for us, because then he's going to be remembered as a great.
अच्छा परफॉर्म करना है और ऐसा करना है कि दुनिया को पता लगे कि बाबर आजम भी कोई प्लेयर है, जिसने वार्नर और मॉर्गन और जोस बटलर ने जो जेसन रॉय बैटिंग करते हैं। लेकिन मेरा डिफरेंट स्टाइल है और मैं थोड़ा सा टाइम लेके खेलता हूँ, और मेरा वैसी गेम नहीं है कि मैं जाके यूटिलाइज़ करूँ। मेरा स्ट्राइक रेट 100 और 80 के 90 के इन बिटवीन होता है, तो मैं कोशिश करता हूँ कि पूरे ओवर खेलूँ।
I want to see him dominate. I want to see him winning games. I want to see him putting in match-winning performances every time he goes out there. And I push him hard. But I push him because I know he has the ability to win games for Pakistan.
वैसे सेटिस्फाई नहीं हूँ जैसे मुझे होना चाहिए। जैसे जो मेरा गोल था, और मेरा ये था कि मैं अच्छे से अच्छा परफॉर्म करूँ और पाकिस्तान टीम जीते, और अनफॉर्चुनेटली वैसा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रही मेरे से।
Lost to India hit all of us incredibly hard, including me. And I lost a bit of sleep, I've lost a bit of hair, but we're up for the challenge. I see a little bit of a glint in the guy's eyes. The key message is destiny, is how you want to be remembered as the class of 2019. How you want to be remembered as the team that came to the 2019 World Cup representing a very proud country in Pakistan. And hopefully Lord spurs us on and gives us that extra little bit of motivation to go and make all of Pakistan proud again.
बिल्कुल जी, एक ड्रीम होता है कि होम ऑफ क्रिकेट में मैच खेलना, और जो टीवी में देखते रहे हैं बचपन से ही, और इस ग्राउंड का वेन्यू और वो ड्रेसिंग रूम, और वो वहाँ से उतरना ड्रेसिंग रूम से और बाहर आना, तो ये काफ़ी एक ड्रीम है।
Hello and welcome to another episode of Change of Pace Live, coming through you from our 3 separate studios today. Still in Dubai, still locked in. We are in a new world order of the coronavirus, and seems like Pakistan cricket has had a new world order today as well, as Babar Azam took over Sarfraz's ODI captaincy, just like he did with the T20 captaincy a while ago. With me, I've got Ahmed Khwaja and Ahmed Hasan, both joining from their respective homes. A lot of news coming in from the Pakistan camp today. Some new contracts. Good day for some, an awful day for others. Let's start with saying hello. How's it going, Khwaja? How are you hanging in?
Assalamu alaikum, Saad and Ahmed Hasan, and all to our Change of Paces. Of course, Omar is there. FSD bhi aa gaye. Relu Katta bhi hame chat join kare. So welcome, guys. Aap sabko Ramzan Mubarak or coronavirus na Mubarak. And finally, we've had some action, some news in the Pakistan cricket. और हम बैठ गए जी अपने सराहने। आप सुनाओ साथ कैसे चल रही? सुना आपने 3 महीनों से बाल नहीं कटाया और 6 महीनों से शेव नहीं की?
It is, yeah. It's difficult out here in the hood. The barbers are closed. The barbers have left us, and
Barberzat.
Barberzain. So yeah, hair is growing out of everywhere, and it is.
Wow.
It is just
everywhere.
It is out of
ये सुन्नत के
control.
खिलाफ है।
It is out of control here. Yeah, Ramadan Kareem to everybody. I know Emma's been giving me a hard time on my Ramadan habits, but shout out to all the Muslims out there. But yeah, a lot happening. A lot happening in Pakistan cricket today. Let's go right off the bat, right? Babar Azam, obviously we haven't played one-day international cricket in a while now. He has been officially given the captaincy. Now that just leaves the test captaincy with Azhar, and other than that, he is in charge of both of the white ball formats now. Are we officially now in the era of Babar?
Who would Ahmed, go ahead. You can go first, bro. Bolo.
Yeah, I think this is officially the age of Babar. मतलब अब यही रहता था ना कि officially उसको जो है कैप्टन बना दिया जाए ODI टीम T20 के बाद it was more of a formality than anything else. और अच्छे टाइम पे वैसे बाबर को उन्होंने कैप्टन बनाया. मतलब it's the off season right now, not too much hype about this. He can absorb this news, absorb this role, and then eventually when we do get to finally play cricket again, this won't be the big point for Pakistan cricket at that point. It'll just be the fact that cricket is coming back. So it's a nice way to just kind of ease them into the role.
Yeah, again, and like you said, Emma, it offers a little bit of transition as well. We're hearing that we might be going to Ireland in July, facing up against for two T20 internationals away. That's a pretty decent start for a new young captain. It's not the most threatening of oppositions. But before we get into our FTP commitments for the upcoming season, let's talk about the winners and losers of the PCB men's central contract today. Azhar Ali, Babar Azam, and Khwaja's favorite, Shaheen Shah Afridi, well-deserved Category A. Anything to say about Shaheen's promotion, Khwaja?
Yeah, Shaheen, I think it's fair enough. Him and Babar probably are only all format players. Or nobody comes to mind. Maybe Shan Masood could be given a try in T20s eventually. In ODIs, तो वो खेल चुका है. Shadab हमने देखा है, he's not really a test caliber bowler yet. Yasir Shah is not a one day player. Haris Sohail भी fitness के issues हैं. फखर जमान भी हमें पता है technique ही कोई नहीं. तो it's fair enough. यही हमारे जो talent pool है, यही लोग हैं. 19-20 का फर्क है कि आप तो एक दो लोग प्लस माइनस कर लो, बट इनके अलावा यही हमारे बड़े स्टार्स हैं, अजहर, बाबर और शाहीन.
And again,
Fakhr's really taken a fall, right?
Fakhr has taken a fall. No, you're right. Fakhr has taken a fall. He's
फखर तो ड्रॉप हो चुका था, अगर आपको याद हो, for that Bangladesh T20 series.
Coming down, but I'm a little surprised that Imam al-Haq and Imad Wasim are in Category C.
Yes.
That for me is a bit of a surprise because I mean Abid Ali and even Haris Sohail being in Category B, I don't know. I think they haven't done enough yet for
Shinwari को कैसे सेंट्रल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट
Shinwari, Shinwari being there. यार मूसा खान को जो है उन्होंने ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाड़ी डेब्यू करवा दिया सारी चीज की, and he's not even in the emerging players category. So there are some surprises here, and there are some question marks when it comes to the contracts themselves.
A lot of these issues, and this is a tweet we put out from Change of Pace, the selection for contracts seems to be very inspired by the red ball game. We've clearly given test match players a priority, so much so that this is Azhar Ali's, it's a promotion for him too, because he used to be in Category B. He's moved up a grade to Category A. So it's a promotion for the test captain, and I think rightly so. Obviously, if you're going to have him lead the side, he needs to be up there. Yeah, a little bit of bias there as well. Abid Ali got a promotion as well. Shan Masood got a promotion. So both of your test openers were promoted. I'm surprised that obviously Yasir Shah has been moved from Category A to Category B. So not the best of days for him. But I think that just reflects on his performance outside of the red ball game.
The problem is this A, B, C emerging thing. It's just degrading. आप simple रखो red ball contracts and white ball contracts. That's it. या आप हर फॉर्मेट का अलग कर दो सेंट्रल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. आप क्यों ये ABC में लग जाते हो कि यार वो उसकी डिसरिस्पेक्ट होगी, ये होगी. और एक वैलिड पॉइंट है यार, जो बंदा A से C पे आ जाए तो वो बंदा क्या सोचेगा कि मेरी वैल्यू क्या है. और हसन अली को आपने यार बिल्कुल भी सेंट्रल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं दिया. ये कैसे हो सकता है?
I mean, this is the problem because people have the same reservations with Muhammad Amir. What real difference is there between Hasan Ali and Muhammad Amir besides the fact that Amir opted out and Hasan Ali is just not good enough for Test cricket right now?
Yaar, Hasan Ali won you a test match at Lords. He took a 5-4 against New Zealand in Abu Dhabi. He was a number 1 ranked ODI bowler. मजाक थोड़ी है. 2 साल पहले वो क्या था? ठीक है, थोड़ी इंजरी क्राइसिस आई, थोड़ी फॉर्म में क्राइसिस आई, तो आप उसको बिल्कुल ही अबैंडन कर दोगे. That's completely absurd यार. वहाब और आमिर तो चलो एक पॉइंट है कि भाई उन्होंने रिफ्यूज कर दिया, तो चलो ठीक है यार. हसन अली को आप कैसे ऐसे इग्नोर कर सकते
यार? प्लस आप हारिस रऊफ को देखो. हारिस रऊफ ने अभी तक क्या किया है? उसने 2 T20 खेले थे, 3 T20 खेले थे बांग्लादेश के खिलाफ. उसकी क्या ऑस्ट्रेलिया फॉर्म पे लिया है, क्योंकि पीएसएल में भी उसने कुछ
यार. हैदर अली को फॉर अ गुड 3 वीक्स उन्होंने सेंट्रल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे दिया यार.
I mean, this is the
thing.
What Ahmed has mentioned was my next point. This was my next question to you, Ahmed. Actually, Haris Rauf is in this list of contracts. We had an entire season of the Babar Azam Trophy. A lot of the performers from there have not been awarded a contract. What does this exactly mean? Does this mean that as a Pakistani, you can go out to the BBL and perform better, or perform sporadically there for maybe 5 or 6 games and secure the bag for a PCB Central contract, and you could perform day in, day out at the Babar Azam Trophy and still not be rewarded one? What precedent is it setting?
I mean, this is what it's showing up right now, that you can leave your home circuit, go somewhere else, play a few T20s, come back, and you'll still be paid every single month. I don't agree with this kind of selection. I mean,
यार
Haris Rauf again
सरफराज आप
hasn't
देख
done
लो,
anything.
ceremony unceremoniously dumped from all 3 formats, और वो अभी तक
He's in
कैटेगरी
category
B है
B.
यार.
और उसका यार आप ये देखो, फ्यूचर में पाकिस्तान टीम में वापस आने का सिर्फ वाहिद जरिया ये है कि मोहम्मद रिजवान जो है वो बिल्कुल गिर जाए. ऑल्सो आई डोंट सी हाउ मोहम्मद रिजवान
कैचेस
इज
छोड़ना
कैटेगरी
शुरू कर दे.
बी प्लेयर एग्जैक्टली. उसका भी मुझे अभी
उसको तो
समझ नहीं आ रहा
कैटेगरी
है.
L में होना चाहिए.
उसने कुछ एस्टैब्लिश नहीं किया अपने आप को. उसको जो 2-3 चांसेस मिले उसमें भी उसने कुछ नहीं किया. देयर आर definitely a lot of question marks. Either they're basing it off of the future. This is what Misbah's recommendation was to the board. These are the guys going forward. These are the people that we are going to stick with, and these are the guys who we think should be rewarded. Or maybe it's a behavioral thing, or people that they like. I don't really know.
Let me read out. Let me read out a
there
quote.
Are question marks.
Let me read out a quote to you on the point of Misbah, that what he said. He said, the selectors have made the tough decisions to leave out Amir, Hasan and Wahab, but considering Hasan missed most of the season due to an injury and Amir and Wahab decided to focus on white ball cricket, this was the right move. So basically what we've been talking about, if you don't want to play test cricket for Pakistan, you're not going to be contracted by the PCB.
But white ball cricket वो जाके इंडिया के लिए तो नहीं खेल रहे ना, पाकिस्तान के लिए खेल रहे.
Yeah, and that's a fair point.
This doesn't make sense के
और आप हमारे जो FTP कमिटमेंट्स हैं इस पे जरा आप नजर लगाएं. 2 T20, 3 T20, एशिया कप T20, फिर 3 इतने तो T20 सारा ही व्हाइट बॉल है. थोड़े से आप टेस्ट खेल रहे हो, तो फिर आप उनको कैसे इग्नोर कर सकते हो?
Is this a last ditch effort to last ditch effort to
I'm just saying, yeah,
bring back the red ball game in Pakistan? I mean, to give importance to test cricket, because we are 7th place in those rankings.
यार आप हारिस सोहेल को आप कैटेगरी बी ना भी देते, और अगर असद शफीक और आबिद अली को ना देते, उनको उन्होंने कौन से किसी ने पोच कर लेना था? पोच तो हसन अली, आमिर और वहाब होंगे लीग्स में. उनकी रुख उस तरफ हो जाएगी कि भाई पाकिस्तान में लिफ्ट नहीं करा रहा, हम जाके लीगें खेलते हैं. लीग हाथ.
और ऑनेस्टली यार ऐसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स ना देने की वजह से अगर उनकी कोई कमिटमेंट नहीं है पाकिस्तान के अंदर या पाकिस्तान के लिए, then they're more than open to go around the world and play cricket, because Hasan Ali will be picked up by every franchise. Amir is already picked up by every franchise. Wahab Riaz is playing in the BBL and the CPL and the QPL and the PPL. तो मतलब ऐसी बात तो नहीं है. भाई कोई तो होगी ना.
Babar Azam Premier League. No, let's take a look at what some of the comments are saying, right? I mean, there's a lot of opinionated folks out there. Usman Shinwari in C is shocking for Ishu Khor. And FHD कह रहे हैं Hasan Ali should have been in category C and not Shinwari. It's a fair point. I really have an issue with Sarfraz Ahmed being in category B. I think I'm the most vocal Sarfraz supporter on this chat, and I'm saying that he should not be in category B. I'm not saying that he's not.
FHD बता रहे हैं कि according to PCB they are recognizing Sarfraz's services.
What services?
तो जो हसन अली ने number 1 ODI bowler बना, man of the tournament बना, वो services नहीं थी, वो क्या थी?
No, and I'm sorry, but in the past calendar year, what services has Sarfraz given to the PCB? None. He was unceremoniously kicked out of the team, right? And I frankly thought that was a bit of a rude awakening for him. Yes, he's gotten a lot.
You know what is the next move for Hasan Ali? He is going to make his own YouTube channel, and then watch out. फिर देखना क्या होगा.
Yeah,
he's gonna become a TikToker, man.
He seems to have a fairly content life outside of the game, which is great for him. But my focus right now is on Sarfraz. Why is he in category B? And if he is in future plans, why was he dropped in the first place?
यार बस ये फेक इन्होंने कोई जान छुड़ाने का कोई पॉलिटिकल मूवी की है जहां तक मुझे नजर आ रहा है. I don't understand what was happening with that, to be quite fair.
I mean, yes, he's dropped a lot of weight and now he definitely is fitter. But the fact is, and this is the conversation, I feel like it's deja vu. When we were having the conversation 3 or 4 months ago, there is no better wicketkeeper in Pakistan than Sarfraz. He has to play. And that's why he's in category B, and that's why the PCB now, this is, I feel, is recognition of their mistake of dropping him.
Look, what I don't understand is कि आप कैटेगरी बी में ऐसे बंदे को कैसे डाल रहे हैं जो कि एटलीस्ट 2 out of 3 फॉर्मेट्स में उसकी सिलेक्शन बनती नहीं है.
हाँ.
वो ओडीआईज नहीं खेल सकता, वो टी20s नहीं खेल सकता, और टेस्ट मैचेस में जो है आपने ऑलरेडी एक बंदे को वाइस कैप्टन बनाया हुआ है अपनी टीम का. तो आप किस लिहाज से उसको कैटेगरी बी में डाल रहे हैं? कौन से फ्यूचर प्लान में? इज ही गोना कम बैक एज अ बैट्समैन? Is he going to come back as a mentor? What is he coming back as? It just doesn't make any sense.
No, he shouldn't be.
Have him there is just a tick mark. They're just checking off a box on paper again for his services, which Khwaja made a very valid point कि भाई हसन अली ने भी तो आपको चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी एग्जैक्टली 2 साल पहले जितवाई थी.
आमिर ने भी जिताई.
आमिर ने भी जितवाई. तो उनको
और आपके अगले 3 सालों में आपके 2 वर्ल्ड टी20 हैं, और ये इनमें से 3 out of 2 तो डेफिनेटली होंगे. आमिर, वहाब और हसन में से 2 तो होंगे ही होंगे. तो व्हाट्स योर प्लान कि ये आप इनको ये इंसेंटिव दे रहे हो कि यार तुम लोग जाओ इधर उधर घूमो? और आपको याद होगा आमिर भी रीसेलेक्ट जब ड्रॉप हुआ था तो उसने 6 विकेटें ली थी बीपीएल में और सीधा पाकिस्तान टीम में वापस आ गया था. सो इज दैट द स्टैंडर्ड कि भाई जाओ बांग्लादेश में जाके 6 विकेटें लेके वापस आ जाओ?
यार इज देयर
फिर तो हसन अली 20 विकेटें ले जाएगा 2 मैचों में.
भाई वो ये भी नहीं करने देंगे. वो उन चीजों पे भी जो है ना इनको ब्लॉक करेंगे. वही एनओसीज और वही सारे जो ड्रामे इन्होंने पहले किए थे. They're basically going to make them suffer slightly for the decisions that they've made for not sticking by red ball cricket. टेस्ट मैचेस जो है आमिर ने और वहाब ने छोड़े हैं. हसन अली का मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा, या तो उसके पीछे कोई एटीट्यूड का रीजन है या कोई और रीजन है, ईगो का रीजन है. आई डोंट नो. Maybe he's becoming a bigger star than they can accept. But
यार आपको याद होगा he got injured, then he rushed back and he played the first ever this newly reformed कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी मैच. सेंट्रल के लिए ये खेल रहा था फहीम के साथ, और फिर उस मैच के बाद ये फिर इंजर हो गया था. Then that long break and then he came back in the PSL. So was there mismanagement, या उसने इनकी एडवाइस नहीं सुनी, या कोई PCB मेडिकल बोर्ड ने इसको बम्बू देना था? Something like that. Maybe there's some conspiracy, there's some Pandora's box जो हम खोलना चाहते हैं.
There also needs to be a tangible quantitative methodology to why you are selecting people, because at the end of the day there's livelihoods on stake, right? Now I'm not sure if there's a cap on how many people the PCB can officially contract, but the fact that Wahab just played a World Cup and he's a regular T20 bowler, I'm not sure if is it just because he's 34 that he's not on this list? Because you know I see Iftikhar Ahmed on the list and I know that he is part of Pakistan's future plans. I know he is.
Legit 28, you know.
and I get that he's only 28, but at the end of the day, you look at the Pakistan setup and who's more important to you, Wahab or Iftikhar?
Exactly यार. ऊपर से बेचारा अच्छा Hasnan has played more matches for Pakistan. He is emerging. Yeah. Naseem Shah who has played like 3 tests and he's straight in category C. यार मतलब क्या आपके मेरिट क्या है इस चीज के?
यार Khwaja, you're going to hate me for saying this, but again, maybe is Hasnan from Karachi? I mean,
he's from Hyderabad.
He's from Hyderabad, so
no, but
तुम्हारे सरफराज को मुफ्त में भट्टा मिल रहा है कैटेगरी बी में.
अब कराची नहीं
भट्टा मिल रहा है यार. तुमने उसकी फीस भत्ता बना दी है यार. फीसात. No, I mean, I don't think there's a bias. I think that would be too much of an implication. But there are definitely questions that we want answers to. For the most part, though, I think we're happy with Azhar, Babar, Shaheen, definitely. कैटेगरी ए में तो इन तीनों से ज्यादा तो कोई भी नहीं है ना, और कोई नहीं आ सकता.
हाँ वो तो फेयर इनफ.
ठीक है,
एक आपका टेस्ट है और वनडे टी20 कैप्टन, और द थर्ड योर सेकंड बेस्ट प्लेयर इन शाहीन शाह, आर्गुएबली योर बेस्ट प्लेयर इन शाहीन,
आर्गुएबली योर बेस्ट. आई मीन वो हाँ एग्जैक्टली. कैटेगरी बी में आई थिंक आबिद इज फाइन.
बेसिकली पूरी पाकिस्तान टीम ही कैटेगरी बी है ना. हम सी है ना इमर्जिंग, हम बी में है.
नहीं, पाकिस्तान टेस्ट टीम, you know.
यार शान मसूद को आप ए दे सकते थे, क्यों नहीं दे सकते थे? यासिर शाह को ए दे सकते थे.
शान मसूद doesn't play one day cricket regularly.
यार लेकिन आपका टेस्ट का एक मेन प्लेयर तो है ना. आप इतने रेड बॉल को वैल्यू कर रहे हो तो यासिर शाह शान मसूद को दे देते.
Fair enough. Anyway, so we're
अब्बास भी था.
Category A is your elite players. Category B is the rest of your test team. Category C is what? The PSL merchants at the end of the day?
Category B में once again Yasir Shah, he has what 200 wickets in 38 tests. He broke one world record. और आप उसको कैटेगरी बी में जलील करवा रहे हो, you know. That's why I don't like this thing कि ABC है ना, वो इज्जत की बात होती है. And thankfully मलिक और हफीज को इन्होंने नहीं दिए, वरना उनको भी रिटेनर सर्विसेज का दे देना था कैटेगरी बी में.
दे देते वैसे, मतलब सरफराज को दिया तो उनको भी दे देते.
यार honestly
तो कोई है ही नहीं.
Honestly, I don't know if you're kidding or not, Ahmed, but Malik plays better for Pakistan currently than Sarfraz has. The same goes for Hafiz.
He's playing for Pakistan. At least वो पाकिस्तान के लिए खेल कर रहा है. Exactly. उसकी सिलेक्शन हो रही है. सरफराज की तो सिलेक्शन ही नहीं हो रही. सरफराज के लिए तो मतलब कोई लॉजिक बन ही नहीं रही थी. सीरियसली मतलब टोकन मनी या जैसे ख्वाजा कह रहा है भत्ता दे रहे हैं उसे.
Well, again, if they have plans for a comeback for him, then maybe
I'll be back.
maybe we are missing something. So hopefully we're wrong about this, and Sarfraz makes a emphatic comeback, because at the end of the day, Pakistan do need
Why
a decent,
why are we hoping that Sarfraz makes
because you
emphatic
have
comeback?
no
we
other
don't.
wicket keeper batsman.
भाई मैं रिजवान को बस ग्रेन योर टीथ एंड बेर इट वाला काम करो. जब तक है वो रोहेल ट्रेन होता है उसको ट्रेन करो उतनी देर. उसको आप इमर्जिंग में लेना चाहिए था इनफैक्ट रोहेल नजीर को.
Yeah, under 19 captain. Under 19 captain, it's you pay a little bit of a respect, as you like to say, for his services for the team. And again, he's an upcoming star. We put out a poll based on our conversation over WhatsApp about, is this transition ever going to happen, and should it happen? Should there be separate red and white ball contracts, or should we stick to the current format? It's currently at a 65-35 split, and people are in favor of a red and white ball contract rather than what's happening at the moment.
यार उसमें आपकी चीजें क्लियर रहती है ना कि आप कौन से फॉर्मेट में हो, कौन से आप where should you concentrate, where they see your future. तो even that clarifies things for you. अब हारिस सोहेल ना ओडीआई में पक्का है ना T20 में पक्का है. रेड टेस्ट में भी वो कभी भी ड्रॉप हो सकता है फवाद आलम के लिए. तो उसको फिर कैटेगरी बी देना, फिर आप कहते हो यार हम इसको पैसे भी ज्यादा देना तो इसको चांस ज्यादा मिलेगा. दैट्स अनफेयर ऑन गाइज लाइक फवाद आलम और somebody else emerging like खुशदिल in the white ball formats. So that keeps it a lot simpler कि भाई तुम हमारे रेड बॉल में हम तुम्हें बहुत वैल्यू करते हैं, तुम उसमें लो. अगर तुम ओडीआईज में आ सकते हो तो we will see.
And it doesn't create this culture of player rivalry or
ड्रामेबाजी नहीं होती कि भाई डिसरिस्पेक्ट करनी.
Exactly, because like you said, and this is a perspective that I didn't think of, but it's on the money. Yasir Shah, he's going to go down as one of the greats for Pakistan in red ball cricket, considering the amount of test wickets he has. And while he's playing and he's far from retiring, he's in category B. So yeah, something doesn't add up. It just doesn't feel right, because he's alongside some very young players that still need to make a name for themselves in that side. Some of the comments coming in saying it is nice to see Heather Ali there. Again, I'd question that, because I've seen him hit a lot of shots, but not really get a significant innings for Pakistan.
यार मैं तो कहता हूँ इमर्जिंग में आपके एटलीस्ट 8-10 नए लड़के होने चाहिए. उनको एक इंसेंटिव मोटिवेशन मिलती है कि भाई पीसीबी आपको देख रहा है एज अ फ्यूचर प्लेयर फॉर पाकिस्तान. हैदर अली, हारिस रूफ, हसनैन नहीं, मैं तो कहता हूँ 6-7 लड़के आप और डालो. ये शुड बी मोर emerging players than your main ABC guys.
Exactly.
देखें भाई, we are focusing on you and we see you as a
that's your future.
For the future.
That's your future. And again, 2 T20 World Cups in the next 3 years. You should aim to win them. You should aim to win at least one of them, you know?
यार एशियन वाला तो definitely जीत सकते हैं.
Exactly. And Sarkhail coming in with a comment again saying Naseem and Musa could be an emerging, and Hasnan could easily move into C. So, you know, there's obviously potential for that. And speaking of Sarkhail, it was his birthday yesterday. Shout out to him. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sarkhail.
Happy birthday.
We've got 5 to 8 minutes left on the discussion today.
FTP की बात करते हैं जो हमारे मैचेस आ रहे हैं.
Yeah, let's talk about the schedule, and then we'll obviously have to talk about some of the masala happening on Twitter. But July to September, we're going to England. What I hear is that we might actually be traveling to England towards the end of July, playing behind closed doors. So basically, just a Dubai test.
Wow.
So that actually kind of favors it, to be quite frank.
Yeah, I guess.
We're
I
used
mean,
to those conditions.
Yeah. I mean, some of the New Zealand and Australia players said
और
after
जुलाई सितंबर जो अगस्त इनके पिचेस होते हैं वो शायद थोड़े ड्राई भी हों, you know, you'll get some turn on it. So Yasir Shah should be in the game.
Yeah. After that, obviously there is the Asia Cup. Now, obviously a lot of this schedule is in contention considering, you know, what we're going through right now as a planet. But I think immediate focus should be on England. We need to come from England and win a test series. We've come far too close to not.
यार win a test series is a big ask considering Jofra होगा, Mark Wood होगा, Stuart Broad, James Anderson, ये इनके बॉलर हैं. और बैटिंग उनकी थोड़ी शेकी है नो डाउट, बट उनकी बॉलिंग काफी फियर्सम है. प्लस बेन स्टोक्स, जॉस बटलर जैसे खौफनाक, और जो रूट तो आपको पता ही है. तो we can win a series, but एक टेस्ट भी जीत जाए I'll be satisfied. काफी यंग साइड है हमारी भी, आप देखो यार.
Right, but when we go into England, we always say this, but we end up, either drawing the series for the most part, right?
Yeah, मसला ये कि Azhar और Asad are past their prime. If they were still in their prime, तो फिर मुझे लग सकता था, but उम्मीद है, चांस है.
What do you have to say for that, Emmett?
No, but we drew a series in England with Misbah and Yunus and Amir and Yasser and all these guys performing at some of the top level that they've ever played at, even Azhar Ali.
True.
But उसके अंदर जो आपने series draw की थी, I think drawing a series in England right now would be as good as a win, because this side with Azhar captaining and a lot of players just honestly just starting off. Abid Ali ने अभी कितने 3 टेस्ट खेले हैं, शान मसूद ने भी 5-6 टेस्ट खेले हैं after coming back into the side. A lot of these guys are just up and down. मोहम्मद रिजवान कुछ नहीं खेल रहा, असद शफीक और अजहर अली दोनों जो हैं वो इस वक्त hit or miss हैं. So you're basically going to England on the backs of Babar Azam and Shaheen Afridi and maybe Yasir Shah or Mohammad Abbas if he has one of those vintage games that we saw 2 years ago. I don't think going into a test series with 4 guys is good enough for you to think that you're going to win that series, especially against England in home conditions where they're some of the toughest opponents to face. If we can draw it, I'd be happy.
Historically speaking, we do fare slightly better in England than we do in Australia or even South Africa. So there is that happening.
But any chance hai, ye nahi ke chance hi nahi hai. We can.
But realistically speaking, I think अगर हम जीत जाते हैं तो वो मौजे से कम नहीं होगा.
For sure. And again, that
expecting these young guys to play 10 days of good cricket and win 2 tests is a pretty big ask. But
and again, 20 wickets a match. That's the only way you can win a test. So those need to come from somewhere. And besides Shaheen and occasionally Yasser on the right track, there's not a lot there in the bowling, because you see what happened in Australia. They were breaking Naseem's back, but there wasn't a lot to show for.
Taimur ne to keh diya Shaheen Abbas Naseem is an elite attack. Yaar, elite.
I don't think it could be. It could be.
Convince Hazelwood Stark bhi elite nahi ho pata, lekin hamare.
The youngest, Emma Junior is saying need to go to the Cockle Academy again. Yeah, it could work last time. So
मुझे तो लगता है हमें टॉप गन एकेडमी जाना पड़ेगा टॉम क्रूज के साथ उधर जीतने के लिए. मैवरिक और रूस्टर के साथ.
टॉप गन 2 भी डिले हो गई है सारे.
Yeah, and speaking of delays, the World Test Championship will be pushed forward. So again, that gives us a little bit more time to regroup, because
वो पहले ही बेचारी धक्का स्टार्ट थी टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप और धचके लगे उनको.
And I don't think that the World T20 will happen in October. It doesn't seem to be very likely, because again,
यार अब सेरिया तो सेरिया नेक्स्ट मंथ वापस आ रही है, तो फुटबॉल और ये सब चीजें तो आहिस्ते
बट ख्वाजा सेरिया और बाकी जो लीग्स हैं एटलीस्ट मतलब halfway through या almost 3/4 of the way through they were done, right? If you host a world event behind closed doors with no audience, I don't know, it doesn't make sense from a financial perspective more than anything.
Yeah, exactly.
सही बात है.
Well, last 5 minutes on the chat. Elephant in the room, fast bowler in the room, Shoaib Akhtar on Twitter versus the world. It's hard to ignore, even though he's been retired for the better part of, I think, 4 years now. You can't forget him, and he's in conversations everywhere. Let's start with a scenario here. Could he actually get Steve Smith out with those 4 deliveries? Is he that good? Because a few of the Crick Viz lads put out some statistics about how Steve Smith is so good at bowling over 140k. But Shoaib Akhtar didn't bowl at over 140k. He bowled at over 150k. That's a completely different ball game altogether. So is there any merit to his tweet about Steve Smith?
Did you see the compilation? Did you see the compilation? Did you see him hit Gary Kirsten in the head and Ganguly and
Lara?
Look, I honestly feel, given the way that Jofra Archer was going after Steve Smith, and don't forget, Jofra did concuss Steve Smith, there is merit in Shoaib saying that he could affect Steve Smith and possibly get him out in 3 to 4 deliveries. Steve Smith does struggle against deliveries that come in with that much pace. I mean, not to take anything away from a guy who's averaging over 60 plus in test matches, but there is some merit to what Shoaib Akhtar used to do back in his day. And we're forgetting that he would bowl a spell of consistent 3 to 4 overs at over 150k. मतलब अभी जोफ्रा आर्चर ये जितने भी आपके बड़े बॉलर्स हैं वो इतनी consistently उस pace पे नहीं कराते.
It's sporadic. Even with Stark, you would get 2 deliveries out of the 6 to be over 150 plus.
Shoaib Akhtar was constantly pushing that 150 barrier, and he was attacking you. He was giving you those lines and lengths, and he bowled to some of the greatest batsmen to play the game, and Ricky Ponting, Brian Lara, and Sachin Tendulkar. So, I mean, he gave those guys a run for their money. I feel Steve Smith would be tested just as much.
Khwaja, you're a big fan of the Larry Merchant. What's your thoughts on this?
यार मैं वैसे डीप डाइव कर रहा था शोएब के स्टैट्स पे, एंड इन हिज मोस्ट डिसमिस्ड बैट्समैन जो सारे नाम है टॉप 10 में से 4 ऑजीज थे, और सारे बड़े ऑजीज, हेडन, स्टीव वॉ, गिलक्रिस्ट और ये सब इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट. तो स्टीव स्मिथ उनके सामने क्या है? पॉन्टिंग वाज आल्सो देयर. तो I don't believe that Shoaib would be inferior to any batsman in the world. Only guy I would feel that could challenge, one on one, I would say Brian Lara could challenge any batsman in the world, and Viv of course obviously. उसके अलावा कोई भी बैट्समैन ऐसा नहीं मैं कहूंगा कि जी वो डेफिनेटली हावी रहेगा शोएब अख्तर या वसीम अकरम या वकार यूनिस दीस काइंड ऑफ गाइस. तो स्टीव स्मिथ क्या चीज है यार. ऑफ कोर्स शोएब 4 बॉल के 3 बॉलों की मार है यार. खत्म
यार. But at the end of the day, the social media jury is always very convoluted. लोग तो ये भी समझते हैं कि बुमराह सईद अनवर को आउट कर देगा. So
यार वो अच्छा मजे की बात है. लोग कह रहे थे केन विलियमसन मुरली को खेलेगा. यार तुम पागल तो नहीं हो. मुरली जिन था गॉल की पिच पे उसके को 500 विकेटें हैं 10 टेस्ट मैचों में यार.
नहीं वैसे उसकी 800 विकेट्स हैं. मतलब कोई मजाक है.
केन विलियमसन क्या चीज है भाई. कौन सा वो
the bias that people have over guys like Kohli and Williamson and Smith and everything, it's just that you didn't watch
जोफ्रा
cricket more
पॉन्टिंग
than
को आउट कर लेगा यार. पॉन्टिंग आप भूल गए हो क्या चीज था वो बंदा.
did you and Ricky Ponting was facing off against guys who were even quicker than Jofra Archer
like Shoaib
for the majority of his career, like Shoaib, and even guys from England, man. Andrew Flintoff back in that 2005 2004
West Indian Pacers
season,
यार वो
the
भी
West
हमेशा
Indian
South
Pacers, they were
African
all
Pacers.
2000 early 2000s में खेल रहा था. He played against some of the best cricketers in the world, some of the best pacers in the world. मतलब it's a joke.
And again there's a recency bias for
और जो considered था कि भी बहुत ज्यादा equal होगा. वसीम versus AB यार. Who is AB compared to वसीम भाई यार. ये कोई बात है करने वाली यार. Seriously.
And again those batsmen back in the day, like the likes of Ponting and Anwar, that game was not that batsman heavy, right? Modern day cricket is a lot easier on the batsman than it used to be. So I think that you need to take
90s में हर टीम में एक एलीट पेसर होता था और एक बहुत अच्छा पेसर होता था. हर टीम में. वेस्ट इंडीज हो गई, न्यूजीलैंड हो गई, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में तो आपको पता ही है. इंग्लैंड में भी अच्छे बॉलर थे. डैरन गॉफ. साउथ अफ्रीका बीस्ट हुई थी. And he used to exactly and he used to thrash all of them. So he's made runs everywhere. तो सईद अनवर की क्लास ही अलग है. उसमें आई थिंक रेहान ने भी डीप डाइव किया था उसके स्टैट्स का. He had the second best or third best average for test openers in the 90s. So that's Saeed Anwar for you यार. And we consider him a one day player क्योंकि हम तो बड़े हैं that flick over श्रीनाथ को flick मार रहा है, प्रसाद को रुला रहा है. We remember that. But he was a GOAT test player for us as well.
Yeah. No, I think it's a recency bias for sure. People just seem to forget that there was cricket outside the big four or the big five or whoever they're watching these days. A lot of great players have come and gone over the last 10, 20 years. And even before that, and because, people haven't watched them or are only limited to highlights, they forget how effective and how good they were over such a long period of time.
Yeah, again,
रेलू कट्टा कह रहे हैं केन विलियमसन can't play दिलरुबान. Exactly यार.
Again, I think if you're going to take the middle ground, the fact is that yes, these are great batsmen, probably the best that we're seeing right now. But that doesn't negate the accomplishments of batsmen in the past and the good work that they've done. And again, the level of bowling that they've faced, it might have been a lot higher than what we're seeing right now. But it's been a good show. It's been a good comeback for us as well. And come to think of it, we're not going to get into the nitty gritty of the way the ICC and other famous cricket accounts have handled situations.
Yeah, that was
the past
really
couple
wrong.
months.
Shoaib Akhtar जो भी है आप banter वगैरह कर रहे हो.
It's frankly embarrassing.
It was a personal hit. यार गलत बात है.
I think the cricket fraternity needs to step back and take a look at itself. We're succumbing to basically a demonic power to it's just whatever they say goes.
शैतान तो लॉकअप होता है रमजान.
यार ख्वाजा आप मुझे बताओ किस बुनियाद पे
शैतान का ट्विटर बंद नहीं है.
हमारे यहाँ जो है वो 4 हल्के तो खुले नहीं. क्रिक इन्फो ने पोल खोल लिए. आप ये देखो
पोलात
हैं एक शोर मचाने पे जो है आपने पोल फिर से करवा रही है. वो अलग बात है कि और ज्यादा बेइज्जती हुई आपकी. बट द अदर थिंग इज the fact is that it's becoming ridiculous. And I tweeted out, I said, I mean, this is funny. Nobody's going to take shit seriously anymore. Again, the Quick Info, it used to be most of our homepage back in the day, in the mid 2000s, right? अब जाके सिर्फ क्रिकेट मंथली आती है, उस पे कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ने को मिल जाता है. वरना तो मतलब खबासत के ऊपर जो है वो गलाजत है और कोई अच्छी चीज़ मिलती नहीं है. It's ridiculous.
Can I just ask, and like in all honesty, in which world does Virat Kohli win that poll over Chris Gayle as the greatest T20 player?
He doesn't.
विराट कोहली ने अपनी domestic 4 लोगों की लीग के अंदर जो है वो आज तक टाइटल नहीं जीता.
He doesn't. You're right.
इस हिसाब से भाई
दूर तक नहीं है भाई. Chris Gayle has redefined T20 batting. He's defined क्या redefined क्या? He's defined T20 batting. It's not even like a comparison.
Unbelievable.
Nobody else comes close to him. Not even like no other batsman come close to him. Abhi aapne final mein Rohit Sharma hai. What is Rohit Sharma doing there?
How exactly? This is my question. How is Rohit there? Rohit से तो Mumbai Indians में बैटिंग नहीं होती.
मतलब it's ridiculous.
किस लिहाज से?
यार सबसे बड़ा तो farce ये था when the poll started. You have somebody who almost won 2 World Cups, has won 2, I think, one bowler of the tournament and one man of the match in the semi-final. Omar Gul was not even in the list. आप मतलब 2007, 2009 2 वर्ल्ड कप हैं यार वो पूरे, और 2010 में भी वो खेल रहा था. It's ridiculous. I think he's definitely Pakistan's best T20.
अफरीदी, अजमल, गुल, अगर ये 3 आपकी वर्ल्ड 11 टीम में नहीं है तो आपने क्रिकेट ही नहीं देखी. Simple as that. Bottom line, you cannot even talk about cricket without these guys. यार
फिर वही बात होगी ना, पिछले 5 साल पहले तक लोगों ने मुझे लगता है इन पोल्स के अंदर ये जो लोग करवा रहे हैं नहीं देखी थी क्रिकेट. मतलब लोग भूल जाते हैं जो 2007 और 9 और उसके बाद के वर्ल्ड कप थे. People don't even remember that
and again,
far back.
I don't expect the masses to concur. I understand there's obviously a population bias. My issue really happens is when people that are known for analysis or people that are writers come out and say this, like, this is your bread and butter. You are not the average Joe that's coming online and clicking a button to express your opinion. No, you do this for a living, and you're still so naive that you're forgetting all of these great players and you're forgetting all of these great moments and statistics. That just means that you're not very good at your job. You're just shit at what you do.
You're not forgetting.
यार Kohli is not even the best.
Making that choice.
Kohli is not even the best Indian T20 player. यार that's KL Rahul. तो
I think exactly.
और ये वो कहाँ से आ गए यार?
Yeah. Anyways, well, it's been a good show. We've had some good moments, and obviously थोड़ी भड़ास निकालने का भी मौका मिला है. Our favorite tournament, the PSL, उसके लिए भी window ढूंढनी है. अहमद मुझे कह रहा है यार कराची को trophy lift करनी है कराची में, so he needs a little bit of a timeline for that to happen. So because that is suspended, apparently we will still continue that, and I think that is a tantalizing prospect as well, because Lahore and Karachi both still in there. With Quetta and Islamabad, I think the 2 that were kicked out.
I think
a lot of potential there for that competition. We'll try to be back soon, and until then, apna khayal rakhein, stay indoors, keep your social distancing, and if you do plan on going outside, take the necessary precautions. There's been a lot of talk about the great Saeed Anwar, so we will sign off with his post-match interview after scoring that unbelievable 194 against India before 200s were common in the cricketing world. Until then, take care and goodbye.
Well, now for the man of the match, the adjudicator, Mr. Ibrahim from Zimbabwe, and his choice, I guess it's everybody's choice here in the stadium, Saeed Anwar, for that magnificent 194. He'll come up to collect the Pepsi Man of the Match award, 35,000 from the Union Minister for Sports, Mr. Atithan, the Pepsi trophy from Mr. S. Ramsundar, Executive Director PepsiCo, and the BCCI Man of the Match cash award of $1,500 from Dr. A.C. Mutaya, President, TNCA. Well, Saeed, many congratulations. 12 one-day international hundreds. Where would you rate this one?
Well, I think that was my best one because the heat was tremendous today. Plus, humidity was at the highest. So I think at around 30 or 40, I was thinking about getting out. But I think Shahid Afridi deserves a lot. He helped me. I was really struggling and I carried on.
Well, what was the wicket like? Must have been a very good wicket for batting.
I think I've come India twice and I think India makes the best batting wickets. I've never seen pitches like that.
Okay, in the middle stages of your innings, you seem to be dehydrated or injured. You asked for a runner. What happened there?
Well, I'm actually not 100% fit. I'm 75% fit, but I'm getting my fitness back. And hopefully by the finals, I'll be 100% fit.
So then we look forward to a 200 coming up there. Well, good luck for the final side.
Thank you very much.
Saeed Anwar, the man of the match.